So since minicamp is broken, it's about 5 weeks until training camp, and this is a time where guys like to discuss their contract situation and go forward with their team. And we just saw Cam Jordan get broke off last week by the New Orleans Saints, and news came out from Mickey Loomis that him and Michael Thomas have been some negotiations in regards to his contract. Michael Thomas is going into his last year of his rookie deal, and he'll be an unrestricted free agent after the season's over. So in this video, we're going to talk about all the things surrounding his contract situation. Should he get paid? When will he get paid? And how much will he get paid? We'll start right now. What up, dude? What's up, everybody? It's Aaron Duncan here at the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. This is the channel where I might not tell you what you want to hear, but I'm definitely going to tell you what you need to hear. On this channel, I get recap and analysis of the best division in the NFL, the NFC South. So if you want to see more videos about the Saints, the Bucks, the Panthers, or the Falcons, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, and make sure you give the video a thumbs up and hit the bell icon, because YouTube just be tripping sometimes, man. And if you don't hit the bell icon, you might miss a video, but if you do, you're going to get a notification every time I drop some heat. But yeah, real quick, let me know down below in the comments, do you think Michael Thomas should go ahead and get his contract right now before the season starts, to go ahead and get it out the way so it's not even a distraction? Or do you think that the Saints should just wait and focus on the Super Bowl ahead of them? Let me know down below in the comments. So when it comes to getting guys like these signed, there's pretty much three questions that always surround the whole contract situation. Will it happen? When will it happen? And how much will the guy actually get paid? And for Michael Thomas, the question about will it happen, I mean, I don't really think it's much of a question. This guy's one of the top receivers in the league, and he's been lighting it up ever since he's walked into the scene as a Saint, and he looks to be one of the best players on offense, of course, and the Saints seem to want to have him a part of their future going forward, even after Drew Brees retires. And I know the question, will it happen, seems kind of stupid, but let's dive into it a little bit more. We know that the Saints will be going all in on this roster going forward, as Drew Brees is on the downswing of his career, and the Super Bowl window is about this big, and the opportunity is now. The big question is, how much wiggle room and cap space do they actually have to sign Michael Thomas at this time? But like I said before the video started, Michael Thomas will be going into the last year of his rookie deal, and we all remember he was a second-round pick, and right now his cap hit is about a little over $1.5 million, and it pretty much comes out to be probably the most underpaid player in the league right now, just because he's put up monster numbers since he's been in the league. So with the guy with trailblazing numbers, I really have no doubt about the Saints making this deal happen. So the will it happen is yes. The second question of when will it happen is a little more complicated. And the main reason this is because of cap space. See, I'm no capologist, but I go to spottrack.com. You guys can check it out. They have rough estimate numbers. Some general managers say these numbers that they post online aren't accurate, but I'll use it as a point of reference myself because I don't have the inside information. It really shows that the Saints are about $7 million over the cap as it stands right now. And with Drew Brees having the biggest cap hit on the team at $22 million this season, it could be smart to wait till this year is over, when you expect Drew to probably retire, and then pay Michael Thomas when you have a big chunk of that change back. Hell, it may be even smarter to franchise tag him if you can't come to a reasonable number at the end of the year next year. I know fans like to say, hey man, this guy's been so much to the team, let's reward him with his money, but general managers have to make those tough decisions, and Michael Thomas doesn't really seem like a me-first guy, or a guy that would probably grumble and complain all season, especially since he knows that the time is now to win the Super Bowl, and I doubt he will let the contract situation get in the way of the Saints winning the championship. So I think, honestly, that it would behoove the Saints to wait till the end of this year coming up, let the dust settle a little bit, figure out what the situation is with Drew, and then go at Michael Thomas in that aspect. And in worst case scenario, if you can't come to a number, all you have to do is franchise tag him. That way he doesn't hit the open market, because he will be an unrestricted free agent if you let him hit the market. And there's teams with a lot of money to blow out there. You don't want to get into a bidding war for a top-notch wide receiver. So the third question, which is a pretty good question, is how much will Michael Thomas get paid when he gets that contract extension? Now, there's a bunch of wide receivers out here looking for their payday, and we just saw Odell Beckham get paid the year before last, before he got traded to the Browns. We also see Jarvis Landry got a big contract from the Browns also. And guys like Julio Jones and Amari Cooper are presently right now in contract talks looking for new money themselves. So to be honest, Michael Thomas' numbers are crushing all those guys for the most part. I mean, you can argue about Julio, but pretty much head over here, so Michael Thomas has been blazing a trail the first 3 years in the league, and he definitely has an argument when it could bring to the table that he deserves to be the highest paid wide receiver in the league. And if you've been following my channel, I'll link it up in the description. I noted that Drew Brees and Michael Thomas are the most deadly and dangerous wide receiver quarterback duo in the league, and these guys have been super productive. But my question is, posing that question is in that video was, how much does Drew Brees and being the most accurate quarterback in NFL history inflate Michael Thomas's numbers? And how does Michael Thomas's numbers actually look with a regular quarterback or somebody that is not as good as Drew Brees? Because Drew Brees will be gone soon. So we want to see realistically how much is Michael Thomas's worth. The famous saying is you're supposed to pay the guy for what he's going to do, not what he has done. And like I said, with Drew Brees probably retiring soon, what do you project that Michael Thomas will be able to do when the most accurate quarterback in NFL history is gone and retired? That's the tough question that Mickey Loomis has to ask himself when he comes to that negotiating table and try to settle on a number with Michael Thomas as his agent. Besides that, you have a lot of young talent on the team that you're going to have to pay soon and very soon. Marshawn Lattimore has been notarized as probably one of the top corners in the NFL, and you know these guys that are top notch, when they hit the market, they can command about $15 million a year themselves. Not to mention Alvin Kamara, who'll be the #1 running back this year. He's probably, if not top 2, top 3 dual threat running backs in the league, and he's probably one of the most dangerous weapons out of the backfield in the league at this point too. And we know running backs can command between $10 to $12 million themselves, so it's going to be tough because you have a lot of young guys you have to pay. It's a good problem to have, but you can't pay everybody. So it really starts to get tough to figure out who gets that piece of the pie, who's going to be on the outside looking in. And based on the market value on SpotTrack.com, Michael Thomas is projected to be the first $20 million wide receiver in NFL history. Me, myself, if I was a GM, I just can't see myself paying a guy that's not a passer or is not rushing the passer that amount of money, because we've seen multiple teams win big-time championships without having a big-time receiver of Thomas's stature. But you guys let me know down below in the comments what you think about the whole contract situation. Should they go ahead and cut that check now, or wait till the dust settles after next year and give him that contract and maybe franchise tag him going forward? Let me know down below in the comments. But without further ado, I'm Aaron Duncan with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. Like I said, make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell icon. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you hated it. Whatever, just let me know how you feel down below in the comments. But I have no more. I'm Aaron Duncan signing off. I'm out. Peace.